What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another night of Ryan's Radar Free Chart Analysis. So this morning went really well. We had prices really deciding to push up last night. I discussed on the chart on the last night's analysis that we wanted to see the price push up because of the higher time frames all leading to it. We had the morning stars, we had the candlestick formations, everything just made sense for that. So with that being said, with the Fed interest rates that got pushed up, this is leading to the next phase up because this push up actually broke all the supply points on the 1 hour, the 4 hour. And when we broke those 1 hour and 4 hour zones, the only other supply that's left standing is this daily supply. So with that, we are only looking for buys. Anything being pushed down, you can get a buy. We might see price consolidate. It really all depends. I've seen it all. It's either going to consolidate for a day because of the big push up, and they're going to collect contracts forming some sort of rectangle pattern, kind of like this, where you get the rectangle. We might get like what we see, like some sort of inducement up right here. Then we see the consolidation. Then we see the drop down. It really all depends, but ideally, we want to see price pull back and push up. So you're seeing the lines here on the chart that might not make sense. You're like, well, why is he drawing it right there? If you go to the 5 minute chart, and if you guys have seen the indicator that I use, one of them I use as a confluence. It's called structural supply and demand by Nephew Sam. Go ahead, leave it the base settings, and it will draw up zones that you wouldn't typically see that are pretty good zones actually. So uh, this is a nice setup that we could see. And honestly, you don't want to be looking for any sells. The only thing you want to do is wait for the hard pushes down. Expect price to push down. So if there's one thing you take away from this analysis on any of the two pairs we go over, look for a hard push down. They want to fill the gaps. They want to induce sellers because when price goes up, they want to take it down, and that would be your basis for when to look for buys. They might not do it at the same time. I've seen price consolidate and form a new level and just create highs and lows, create equal highs and lows. And then eventually they just break out. They might do a small wick or a candle or two beneath the low, and then they shoot up, right? So you just got to be prepared. So prepare for consolidation, prepare for a stop hunt, and then ultimately you're looking for buys back up to this next zone that price is going to hit. So for GBPUSD, it's the similar thing. Uh, it could consolidate. I actually didn't draw out the line because I was explaining this on the live call where I was like, price could just consolidate, forming a zone where we have trapped equal highs and equal lows. Then we could see a breakout and then a push up. And this zone right here, we have the previous high day from 2 days ago where price lines up with it and also lines up with this demand zone at the same time, which if it does stop hunt down and hits this area, then we are going to have a clear signal to take this up for a bullish move. Now, price is just above this 4 hour supply. You see this rectangle here. We ideally want to see price break above this high, and once it closes, we have that confirmation for it to continue. So right now, it's still within it, meaning that we do want to see some sort of pullback to these lows, and then we'll look for that continuation up. So we have this 1 hour, 4 hour, 15 minute zones, just a cluster of them that are just sitting up here, and then you can spread it out. You can actually see that there's a red supply within it on top of that. So just more added confluences to let us know that price wants to continue up and that we're still looking for buys. So this was definitely a good day, and I do believe we will have a continued good day moving forward. But just expect that it might take 24 to 48 hours for these setups to play out, right? Don't just expect it to, don't just buy right now and say, oh, it's going to go up. Well, long term, will it do that? Yeah. But if you don't use right risk management, if you are taking poor entries and you're just trying to see what happens, you don't do that. Expect what the market maker is going to do, expect what they're trying to get you to fall for. And then when they do it, then take the opposite. So that's all we got for you guys tonight. We're looking for continues on EU and GU. And honestly, if you just wait for those pushes down, you guys should be good. And then look for your candlestick formations. What other confluences do you guys look at? Because I know you don't all trade the same way I do. You're looking at this for just an added way of reassuring that you have the right direction as well. So take the things you guys have, implement it with what I'm talking about, see if it makes sense. And if it makes sense, take the trade and rack out. But of course, all the risk is on your shoulders. So don't do anything stupid and blame me for it. I'm not going to take the blame, and that's your fault. You know it. That's just common sense with Forex. So With that being said, I will end the call here. Everyone here, have a great rest of your night, and let's get after it. Peace out.